Hello everyone, welcome back to the Back Post. Hope you're doing well. I didn't film this yesterday when I should have, so now I'm filming it today on my phone. This is episode 3 of season 4 of the Back Post podcast, and it's a big one, right? Not only are we all together, so me, Adam and Josh all together for the first time this season, but we're talking predictions. We're talking the top 6s, bottom 3s, dark horses, first managers to get sacked, all the kind of predictions that you want to be seeing. Will be in this video, so stick around if you want to see that. But just before we do, I got a couple of things to say. One being that if you haven't already, please subscribe. We would really appreciate it. We really want to hit that 1,000 mark. We're really pushing it. We're putting out content consistently now. Podcast every single Monday, over videos throughout the week. So make sure you subscribe to see all of that stuff. We'd really appreciate it. And number two is that we've got a fantasy league again. So I'm going to roll the clip for the fantasy league, and then we're going to get into the podcast.
It is that time of year again where the fantasy league starts in 14 days, I think it might be. But we're going to be doing the fantasy league again. We did it last year. Loads of you entered. Our very own friend, annoyingly, although kind of convenient because he lives quite close to Jay, Lloyd Barlett won this Florentina top, and we spent our own money on that.
And you can win something. It's always fun. You can win something for literally free.
Literally for free. The only thing it'll cost you is time
and a subscribe.
If you don't subscribe, you're not getting shit.
Cool.
So the league code will be at the end of this video once we've set it up. We haven't yet. But we look forward to seeing you again, and we look forward to spending the season with you.
We'll probably forget a couple of weeks in, but you'll be there.
No, you'll be there.
You'll be there.
And you'll be there. And you'll be there. You'll be there.
Let's do it. Should we talk about some predictions? We just jumped straight in with the predictions. We're obviously predicting the Premier League season coming up. We're going to get it all right, as we always do. Who wants to go first with their top 6, boys? I don't know. Anyone want to nominate themselves?
Are we doing full top 6, or are we going 1-1, 2-2-2, 3-3-3?
Yeah, sorry, we'll do it like that. I think that's best.
We go from 6 to
I think
first.
we should go 6 to first. Yeah, I think that's better.
There we go.
Lads,
We're all on the same level here.
Okay, so in my
Right.
6th position, I've got Leicestershire.
Wow, that's a great start, because so have I.
Jay?
Okay, so I agree. I have got Leicester there as well. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my list.
I thought you were going to throw a curveball at us then, but...
No, I agree. I think top 6. Leicester. Sorry, I'm going to go with Leicester, right? Because I've got one in there that might be a bit of a curveball, but I'm thinking Leicester 6, so I'm going to stick with that.
Jay, I'm going to give you a chance to take Everton out, just in case. If you have...
No, I'm not doing it. I'm keeping them there.
Cool.
But yeah, Leicester have got an FA Cup behind them. They've got the Charity Shield. Obviously, that happened yesterday. Not many people care about that, but it's a good way to get a trophy, start of the year, that kind of stuff. So they have momentum. They'll probably be third all year until they finish 6th. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
I think as well they should be higher, but the loss of Wesley Fofana till at least 2022 is huge. They've got a lot of players that are going to be fantastic, Daka and Sumar, but this is a transitional season for them. Vardy really just slowed down at the end of last season. Maddison, is he looking at Arsenal? I just think that they'll have a decent season, but it's not, all the pieces aren't there yet. Credit to them for winning the Community Shield against City, but
Grealish's fault.
That is loud. There's loud sounds coming from downstairs.
Sorry about that, everyone. Right, so what we going 5th place, boys?
Yeah.
Right. Hear me out on this one. Because I'm definitely going to piss Josh off. I've put Arsenal.
Oh.
Seriously.
Dear.
I think Ben White is one of the best signings they could have made this season. I think whoever would have got him would have been really lucky to get him. And
Do you not think there's maybe better promising young centre backs maybe that other clubs have signed, Adam? Do you not think that Messi begging, literally, I know that he would have stayed anyway, but one of the main falling out points between Messi and Barcelona was Barcelona not signing Cristiano Romero because they can't afford him, and Tottenham being to the punch, and Messi being like, "What the fuck have you done, lads? He's phenomenal."
Yeah.
How have you let
we had
Tottenham
talk about Arsenal. They didn't have a great season last year, but I think that sign they've made is very sensible. We talked about sensible transfers last year with Tottenham, with Doherty and Højbjerg. This is a very sensible sign for Arsenal. I'm
not saying don't use Doherty as an example. He was dog shit all season.
Well, yeah, we did say that it was sensible, but I'm not saying they're going to finish 5th purely because of Ben White. But I'm sorry, I'm starting to see it slowly come together.
What? No.
If they can get Maddison,
fuck you. Tell me why. Go on, because I bet you cannot.
It's looking like Maddison could happen, and if they can get him, it's a fantastic.
Adam, you're still not telling me why it's slowly coming together. That's just you've picked a phrase out of the air, and now back it up.
If they get Maddison, they might not. Let's say they do get Maddison.
Okay, let's say they do. Brilliant.
Yeah, they've got Odegaard, who had a good season last season.
Do they have Odegaard? All right, because I was under the impression he went back to Madrid because he was only on loan. But cool, no, continue.
Yeah, but he could. Oh, Josh, come on, man. He could be going back.
He's not. He's already confirmed he's not.
Come on, man.
Right, okay, well, fair enough. He's not there. Saka had a good season. He had a good Euros. I'm excited to see him play. I don't want him to finish 5th. I just think they will. It's a prediction, Josh.
I'm saying, but you've said you
can run with it.
You can't come at me with I see it slowly coming together because it's not. I mean,
Listen.
literally, Tottenham just beat them today.
That's okay. That's a friendly.
Like
so. If we
is Willian going to spark into life? Is that your theory? Is Aubameyang's lack of form going to suddenly stop? Like,
yeah, I think he will.
Cool.
I hope I'm right because I would. Tottenham ain't going anywhere near 6th. By the way, they're not in there. Yeah, so cool. Just to.
Before we do that, when we were talking about the predictions, we obviously have the generic ones, and we said, should we pick one random weird one? And and Adam said, yeah, let's pick who's going to finish 12th, and I went for Arsenal on that one. So we're in different levels there.
Well, I haven't got a 12th position. I just Arsenal are not in my top 6. For me, 5th is Tottenham. I'm not saying, and that's Tottenham after a good season. Like Romero, obviously he's no Ben White for some reason, but he looks like a solid centre back. It looks like we're going to get.
Adam didn't say that, to be fair. I'll back you up there, Adam. He didn't say he was. You didn't say you didn't compare the two. You just said Ben White was good.
Okay. I think if we get Lautaro Martinez and we keep Kane, we either keep Kane or we get 160 million from him. Those are both good outcomes. Tomiyasu and Romero are 2 competent centre backs, which Tottenham haven't had in a while. Players like Doherty and Aurier will play better under a Nuno system. And will have a bit more positivity about Tottenham, and that was one of the worst things about Tottenham in recent years. I'm looking forward to seeing Brian Gill literally dribble through every single team in the Premier League and then not scoring. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, that's definitely.
But I think it'll be all right. And 5th isn't. I'm not saying we're going to pull up trees. I think we're going. We can afford to play a weakened team in the Conference League, and finish 5th. But hey ho, we'll see.
Fair enough. Well, I'm stuck between Tottenham and Everton for 5th, right?
I know I'm this every year.
I know, and this happens every year. But it's Rafa Benitez is the only thing that's giving it was
Ancelotti, Jay.
Yeah, but Rafa did better with Newcastle than Ancelotti ever could. Does that make sense? I think Rafa and Everton and the players.
They've signed Andros Townsend and Damari Gray. They're not.
Yeah, so they're obviously getting Champions League football, mate. I'm putting Everton in 5th. Wow. So you'll be happy, Josh. Yeah, I know, it's a big one. And then I'm going for Tottenham in 4th because for every reason you said, this is a very fresh looking Tottenham. It's been, you had that great period, nothing come of that. And then for the last couple of years, the same players have stuck around. It's looked a bit stale. I think you've freshened it up now. You got a new manager that's not Jose. You've got some cool looking players coming in. It's looking up for Tottenham. I think you can do something good this year, and it just depends if you do. But I do think you can. So I'm putting you in. 4th.
Cheers, Jay.
It's all right, mate.
Who you got, Adam?
I've got Liverpool 4th.
I've got Liverpool 4th.
I mean, the 3 teams above, I think, have more confidence from last season coming into this season. I think they need to secure top 4. I don't think they'll push for the league. I think they want to, but they've not really signed anyone great. Van Dijk's come back, which is sort of like a new signing, but he's not going to be the same player he was when they won the league. So I think they'll do well, but I don't think they'll set the world alight. I think they'll just secure top 4.
Yeah, it's slowly coming together for Liverpool, I feel.
I've actually not got them in the top 6, boys.
You haven't got
That's
Liverpool
kind of
in the
my-
top 6.
That's my kind of... I'm thinking 7th for them. I'm thinking fall off the... I
You've
think
got-
they're
you've
going to
got
have a...
Everton fourth.
I'm thinking, yeah, this is a wild card, man. I'm thinking they have a terrible start to the season and then pick it up, and then it might be too late, or they might creep in late with a
Why am I
demise
getting
of...
more shit for putting Arsenal 5th than Everton?
I mean, to be fair, I haven't finished yet. Like, that's ridiculous, Jay. Like, I'm not just going after Adam. That is ridiculous. Like, it's almost like the thing is that's different is Adam. You've really tried to back up your Arsenal point with your stupid quotes, but Jay's almost beyond even bothering to argue with it. It's that dumb. Like, Everton are not finishing it. Everton are not finishing with Liverpool. Koundé is an absolutely not Koundé. Sorry,
That is a
Kanute
good signing.
Is
Yeah,
an
so that
absolutely
is a good
phenomenal centre back partnership for Van Dijk. You've still, no matter what, Salah and Mane will score goals.
Did you just
You've
ship
got-
them together then, Sally?
Yeah, I did accidentally. And I think Jurgen Klopp will be looking. This will be his last few seasons, and it's definitely. I don't think they'll ever hit the heights they were at again of that. Champions League and Premier League winning 2 seasons, but they're not going to have the shit show they had last season. And I think you're right. They might start off poorly, but I think they'll be okay for 4th.
I've just threw a spanner in the works, and I'm going to stick with it, boys. So that moves on to the top 3, and I'm guessing we all have the same team for this top 3, just where we're going to put them. So for me, I've got United in 3rd. Everton are winning the league.
No, I got confused. No, for me, I've United. Fair enough. I've got Man City in 3rd.
Really?
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah.
Josh.
City in 3rd for both, yeah.
City in 3rd because
Interesting.
Jack Grealish is not. Well, let's not talk about the 100 million figure. That's fair play, English quality, all that. Grealish, apparently they're paying 370 grand a week.
Shit.
They don't deserve anything if that's the case. They don't. I don't believe they have the firepower unless they buy Kane. Whichever. Let's just say, not Chelsea, obviously, because we'll talk about their signing in a minute. But if whichever one of the 2 Manchester clubs buy Kane, that will instantly put them to the top for me.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
See,
But
I've kind of put
can't see
my...
him going anywhere. I know you spoke about it probably for weeks and weeks, but I can't see him leaving Tottenham, which makes me think. I don't know. I just think City should have gone for Grealish. I think it's not a weird sign. It's a smart signing, but they've got Bernardo Silva. They've got Mahrez, Sterling on the wings.
I saw a really good stat that was when James. I know they're very different players, but when James Milner left Aston Villa, it was on the back of him being 25 years old and scoring 2 more goals and I think 1 more assist than Grealish did that last season. Like Milner's output when he left was better than Grealish's. Grealish is really fancy. I loved him during the Euros. Is he a £100 million player? Is he? Fuck.
And I think, and the fact that he plays at Villa and he stands out there adds more to it, because of course they haven't got the same kind of players as City do. So like, will he even stand out as much as he does there?
He will be a bench player.
There,
I'm not saying he's going to be on the bench every week, but
you can't spend that much on a bench player, surely.
He will be. No, I think Adam's right. I think you've got
Really?
Pep loves Sterling. He loves Mahrez. If he plays with a false 9, it'll be either Foden or De Bruyne, sort of in that hole.
then you've got Gundogan, who had a fantastic season playing that.
Yeah, they play enough games for Grealish to obviously have a lot of games. Like there's a lot of matches for him to play, but yeah, he got.
I think. Well, sorry, I've got City. In my head, where I've assessed this is presuming Kane's going to happen. I know that might not, but that's where I've got that. So I've got United in 3rd.
No, you said that
because of that. I think United have done quite well in the window. Sancho was obviously a great signing, maybe a year too late, but great nonetheless. Varane's quite good. I like what's happening there, but I do think that it's just the top 3. It's going to be tight. I think it's going to be really tight this year. I think we might actually have a race. So that's why I've got you. I think you're not going to be like 3rd, and it's not going to be a runaway. It's going to be 3rd by 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, I agree. I think the top 3 will be fighting till the very end.
Yeah, which is exciting, but nerve-wracking.
For me, this isn't again. This is 2nd place by a couple of points. I've got Chelsea in there.
Okay, yeah. Well, I've got Chelsea 2nd as well, but that's me presuming City get Kane, because I have City.
I think Lukaku will hit the ground running when that happens. I think Werner will become your staple on the left, and he'll be able to feed him. Havertz on the other side, sort of a Mount, Kante, Kovacic, not all three of them because that won't work, but two of those three playing with a three at the back base with James and Chilwell. I think that's a squad.
It has the recipe to really, really work. Lukaku is gonna. I said this in my video. He has the ability to make. He said Werner better, Havertz better, Chilwell and James. Their output will be more because of who they can pass it to and whip crosses into. It has the potential to be huge. Like I said, I might have put Chelsea at the top if, if Kane goes to City, I think they should be winning. But if he doesn't, we should be really pushing for it. We should be pushing for it anyway. This should be close. So that's where I stand with that. Adam,
I've gone Chelsea second. I think
this makes our my first place, so much worse because we'll get to this, but go on.
Signing Lukaku is going to be great for him. However, I just don't see it as their style of play. Like, I think...
Oh, mate, you're so wrong there.
The way that I've watched Chelsea, obviously I don't watch them a lot, but it's very quick. When they do attack you, they want to do it with force and with as quick as they can. I think Lukaku, I've seen it at United, he slows the play down completely.
No.
He does. I've watched him, he's never played for...
No.
He's developed a lot since then.
You didn't have the players to get anything out of Lukaku. Lukaku had to hold up the play because you didn't have the players to get the ball into him. Rashford is not as good as you think he is. Like he's fast, but he's not zipping the ball across. If you've got players with the feet of Werner and Havertz feeding off 1-2s off Lukaku, it's going to do serious damage. Have you seen that goal that Inter Milan score where I think it's Skriniar punts it to the right, a backheel flick followed by another backheel flick followed by one touch top bins from Lukaku? Like,
yeah, and I also think I also think as well, in the last year he's played with the five at the back system. That same formation they've been playing at Inter is exactly what Tuchel wants to play, so he'll fit in very well. And he's been playing with Martinez, so like a two striker role. Werner's there ready waiting for him, begging for him to come. So I personally think it's the best fit. I thought
let's not forget getting rid of Lukaku was one of United's dumbest mistakes. Like it was a terrible mistake.
I think
it was a mistake because we didn't replace
he got a lot
him.
of
We've
stick.
still not really replaced him.
But replace him with who? The best three strikers in the world are Kane, Lukaku, and Lewandowski.
He wasn't at the time, no, Lukaku.
He has been since he's banged in, like, not best three in the world, but he's never not been Chelsea quality. Like, I'm not just slagging off United here. Chelsea are fucking idiots to bin him off. Like, he was always exactly what they needed. He was always the perfect Drogba replacement. Pace, power, intelligence, skill, shooting ability. He's always been that. He's fantastic. The fact that Chelsea are in such a luxurious position to sell him for, buy him for 10 7 years ago and buy him back for almost 100. Very few clubs in the world can take that risk. If Tottenham sacked Harry Kane off when he was 21, we'd never have been able to buy him back because we are not in that position. Fair fucks, Chelsea can afford to do that, but they should have never got rid of him.
At the moment, in time, if Chelsea just signed Lukaku at this moment, have they signed that centre half officially yet?
No, I think it's practically done. I think they're just trying to figure out a price because I think they wanted to give Zuma away as well, but I don't think Zuma wants to go. So I think they're just figuring that out. But I do think it's pretty set.
Sorry, from what I've heard from that, Sevilla really want him to go to. Like, he doesn't want to come to Tottenham, but Sevilla wanted him to go to Tottenham because they wanted Davinson Sanchez.
Yeah,
and Koundé was just like, no, fuck off.
Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, and Zuma doesn't want to go there as well, so there's that. But no, yeah, I think we should really be pushing for it. Like I said, I think City are very strong favourites to retain the Prem, and I think with that extra signing, if it's Kane, they should. If they don't, we should probably really test them and maybe nip it at the end. But like we've said, really close top three race this year. Hopefully, should be good. Josh.
I've been thinking a lot as I've said this, and I might be backing out because I've just remembered that Martial will still be playing a lot.
No, you're backing out just because Adam stressed you out.
No. I've genuinely been thinking. Rashford is out, isn't he? Like
he's
however
for a
long
couple
he is.
months.
I think Greenwood's apparently the next Messi, but Man United, if they do not challenge for the league this season, it's a colossal failure.
100%.
They have to challenge. Like Varane next to Maguire. Shaw is the player we thought he was. Wan-Bissaka's mint. The only worry is a holding midfielder, but you've got Bruno, Pogba, then that's the worry. But when you've brought in Sancho to feed Cavani, Bruno in behind, if United wanted to seal the league, they would pip City to Kane right now and they'd win the league.
Or no, I don't even think it's that deep. I think if you wanted to win the league right now, you go spend 60, 70 mil on Declan Rice or a CDM, and then you should.
I don't know. I think
Kane's more guaranteed to win the league than Rice.
Yeah, although
no, absolutely, but they're missing a CDM.
The biggest issue of the squad at the moment is the holding midfielder. But
it's Fred.
I would happily take Kane over taking no one else. Like just said, whoever gets Kane, are winning the league. But I put United first.
You hear that, Burnley?
I put United first. If Kane stays at Tottenham, if City get Kane, then I think they'll win the league. But I've gone it if Kane stays where he is. I think that everything is. Signing Varane was needed. We needed that a few years ago. We finally got someone. We finally got Sancho. We should have got him last year. It doesn't matter. He's still young. He's still 21, 22. He's in the squad now. He's going to grow with Rashford, Greenwood. He's going to, like you said, feed Cavani perfectly. I don't think Cavani will play all season, which is another worry for me. But even the kit, I'm gutted I didn't do the kit video last week because it sounds stupid and you're going to laugh at me. The kit.
I'm already laughing because I know what you're about to say. Shut the fuck up.
It's coming together. It is. We're looking. The kit is making us look like we used to. The away kit back to the 90s. It's class. We're coming back. Ollie at the wheel. I'm telling you. But if we don't challenge for the league, I would like a trophy as well. I think if we don't win a trophy, then
this is a squad that should be able to beat a small farming village in Spain now in a final, I think, and that
exactly.
That's
we should have happened last year.
What City have managed to do. Do we have to talk about this anymore? Because we've all got our points across. I think it's fair enough, but I think Adam's ruined that by saying that the kit is a reason United is going to win the league. I'm not happy.
Good.
Arsenal finishing fifth, United win the league, and then if that happens, I want another apology, Josh. Because remember, you did apologise back end of that last season. So I'll be waiting again.
Cool.
Brilliant.
I can't
Stick around for that, everyone
slowly
watching.
See Arsenal come together.
Right, lads, real quick. Who's your 12th place? Mine is Arsenal.
Leeds.
Oh,
Leeds. Josh.
I didn't actually write one down.
Give me a 12th place, Josh. Come on.
12th place will be Everton.
There, come on, mate. Rafa Benitez. Right, bottom three, lads. I have got six teams.
Let me just. Hey, shut up. Let me just stop and start my camera. Cool.
Bottom three.
Right, bottom three. Yeah.
I have 6 teams here, so I need to narrow it down because it's easy to pick the teams promoted. Obviously, that's the easy kind of 1 or 2 to pick out of them. So I'm interested to hear what you guys are thinking. Have you got?
I'm not going to give it in an order.
Yeah,
I don't want to do it in an order.
Yeah, no, we don't need to do that.
Yeah, cool. For me, Southampton.
I've got Southampton in there.
You got away with it
I
last
just
year.
think that they're too. They've lost Ings. They're just. I don't see unless they make some signings. I don't see. Their best player for me is currently they might stay up on their defence. Vestergaard, Walker Peters, Bednarak, but I don't see it. I don't like them. I really like Southampton, but I don't like them. I don't like how they look.
They're not feeding any more players, are they? So, bin them. Yeah, I can agree with that. I've got them in my list of 6. I also have Wolves in the list of 6. I think losing Nuno, losing some of the players, they're just losing a bit of the magic that was made them, and it could be rough.
I'm pretty sure Jimenez is back now. I think he was a vital part of last season. Not playing.
Yeah, no, that is true. I can agree with that. I think, like I said, I've got 6 names in there. I need to make a decision. Obviously, Norwich, Watford, and Brentford are the ones that come up. Do you think any of those are going down?
No, I think Brentford can surprise a few people. I think they can put some results on the board, shock a few teams. Maybe they might be my pick. You know what? They're my pick for 12th.
I've put Watford and Norwich going back down.
Okay.
I think Norwich.
Norwich
I do
just
think Norwich.
saying every time they come up here, they just never get off the mark. My third team is Newcastle.
Yeah,
it's time for him to go. I think they've not bought anyone this season. They've still got Steve Bruce in. It just seems like nothing is happening at the club, as well as what's going on, at the top. I just can see it all crumbling this season.
No, I think Newcastle will be all right this season. I think
they had
Bruce isn't the best, but
they had a better end to their season, didn't they?
They did. I think they might
that's
re-sign
what they're
Joe
looking
Willock
for.
as well,
If they can
so.
sign Willock, he's a top player. I think they'll be better, but it seems like they're just targeting him at the moment. I think they've got a lot of problems in the squad. So I've put Watford, Norwich, Newcastle. Not in any order, by the way.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for Southampton, Watford and Newcastle.
Okay, I'm going Norwich, Southampton,
and Everton.
Now, you don't understand how much I want to say Leeds.
I know, but that's not right, though. You know that ain't going to happen.
Josh,
you had to apologise last year. Don't do it again.
They've just been battered 4-0.
Yeah, but so did Everton, and they're getting Champions League, so it's fine.
Right, fine. Norwich, Southampton, and I've got Watford.
I think Watford a peak for them, and then
okay.
Well, I was going to say that leads into first manager to be sacked for me.
Well, this is a club that none of us have mentioned.
Go on.
Obviously, Arteta's a shoe-in, but I'm being interesting. I'm not picking Arteta. Vieira.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I have two.
Vieira. For me, that's written in the stars.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't start well, kind of gets a bit shit. Yeah, I've got written down Steve Bruce, and we've already mentioned Newcastle.
Yeah,
I
just as well.
And I wrote down.
He could lose his first 10 and they wouldn't sack him.
It's Mike Ashley, isn't it? But I also wrote down whoever the Watford manager is, because I don't actually know who it is. But Watford are worse than Chelsea are with sacking their managers. So yeah, but
that's a good shout. I actually don't know who the Watford manager is, but that is a good shout.
Yeah, they're me, terrible with it. But yeah, that's a big shout. Those three are a big shout. I think. You got anyone to add to that list, Adam? Or
no, I've just got Steve Bruce, the first manager. I said my point before about Newcastle, so I think it'll get nearer towards Christmas, and they'll need to change it quickly, and they'll bring in Ancelotti.
Even though he's the Real Madrid manager.
Yeah.
Right, cool. I might go with the Watford shout, just because I think.
But Ancelotti's quite a good shout if we're talking international.
Yeah. Josh, who you nailing it in?
I'm going to stick with Vieira. It's just so.
That's a big shout. That I respect that.
So yeah, they've lost so many experienced players: Townsend, Cahill, Van Aanholt. The list goes on. They release they didn't renew like 15 players' contracts.
Where's Cahill?
They're going to have to.
It's mad transitional.
He's just not signed. He's just not signed a new contract. So to lose all of that experience, I think Eze's still injured. I'm not entirely sure, but he's like the exciting thing. Zaha still hates it there and wants to leave. And look at what happened when they tried to spice it up a bit with Frank de Boer.
Yeah.
And I just see disaster.
Fair enough. Right, top goal scorers, lad. This is an easy one. We can kind of run through a couple names. Kane's obviously always up there. I think Lukaku needs to be a shout. I think Jadon Sancho could be a shout. Like his record in the Bundesliga is really good.
Goals-wise.
Not in the United system. He'll be United are trying to go back to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's going to make him a proper winger.
Yeah.
He's good, I think. For me, it's Lukaku or Kane. I've actually written Lukaku, but that's because Kane's head's a bit turned. He'll probably get injured less.
I've gone for Kane. I think no matter where he goes, he's going to be top goal scorer. I think if he does stay at Tottenham, he's going to be professional about it. I think he'll still. Oh, Lloris is still there, but yeah, I think he's a professional. I can't see him dropping off just because he wants to leave. I still think he'll do a job. So I've gone for
Also,
Kane.
if
I can just see his ankles going and Lukaku pipping him by a few, to be honest.
I think Chelsea as well. The last our last top goal scorer was Jorginho. Like I think we're really
I
going
think
to rely
it'll
on
take
him to bring
Lukaku
goals.
a few weeks to settle into that squad. Personally,
You have such a bias against him, and he's so good. He's
And he's been in the Premier League
I
already.
wish we wouldn't let him go, but he's now at Chelsea, so.
No,
Come
look,
full circle.
I'm going Lukaku. And then finally, to wrap this part up, we've got a dark horse category. We've kind of been through some of them already. Like I think Everton could surprise
Do you mean
people.
dark horse to win the league, or do you
No,
mean
no,
just
to
does
surprise
quite well?
to surprise people. I've got Everton to surprise everyone. We already know that. I've already been ridiculed for that. Obviously,
You're an idiot.
like Brentford could shock some people, like Josh has already mentioned. Is there anyone else?
I've gone for Villa.
Oh.
I think
Scum.
them losing Grealish is, and they've replaced him before he even left. They bought, I can't really say his name, from Brentford, the striker.
What?
Is it? No, sorry, Norwich, from Norwich, sorry.
The winger, Buendia.
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 They've made some good signings, to be fair. They got
Yeah.
Buendia, they got
Buendia,
Ings.
Ings, and Leon Bailey.
Bailey. I think they've proper bolstered the attack force up.
They've got Twenzabi as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they've just signed to
on
Anzani
loan,
today
yeah.
on loan. I just don't think they've really lost much losing Grealish. They've gained more than they've lost for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think they'll do all right this season.
I
For
think-
me,
Sorry, I was going to say they are 7th for me. They could get into the top 6, but I think the team above them are
they're a
just too
far
good.
better team than Everton. They're
Yeah.
a far better team. Sorry, Jim.
No, that's right.
For me, it's not. It's not to pull away trees, but I just think a lot of people will have Adam's mindset, and they think Spurs is an utter car crash. And I'm not saying we're perfect, but I think Spurs are a better team than a lot of people think this season. I'm not saying we're going to win anything. I just think we're a better team.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Well, that's part one, boys. That's our predictions for the season. We'll obviously review them and see how wrong we were, how you guys were so wrong about Everton. I really don't like.
yeah.
I don't like how I'm really dying on my sword about this, because I don't really care about Everton as a team. I'm kind of regretting it already.
This is a really poor choice of you. They do it every single season. Last year,
I think I did the
only
same
prediction-
thing.
Yeah, I mean, we did come up with the one prediction that was right, where I said they beat Liverpool, didn't they? Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
See,
was
we
the
are.
only thing I said. I said they'll still be shit. This will be the first year they beat Liverpool.
Right. But yeah, so in the next part, we're going to talk about all the games coming up, because football is coming back next weekend. So stick around for that.
And welcome back. We've decided, Adam decided, no, this has been half an hour, but we're done. We're going to do another video on the league, and we're going to do it now, but you'll see it a bit later. So, content's king.
Content's
See you later.
king.
See you
Tell you
later.
that.
Cheers. Bye, guys.